Happy Arvo. Hello. Thank you so much for joining me today. And welcome to
This Week in Australia.
That's right. We're all the way from up top here in Indiana. I'm going down under through the tubes of the internet to see what happened this week. And you never know what you're going to find. I'm excited. Let's go. Okay, right out of the gate, right off the bat. Pretty depressing post to start off right here, all the way at the top this week. Why does it seem like 90% of the population has approximately 5 brain cells between them all of a sudden? Let's dive a little deeper. I guess Australia is having a bit of a existential crisis maybe this week. Over the past year, I've just felt this decline. It feels like almost any time I leave the house, I'll observe at least one thing happen. I'll see someone screaming at someone, a physical fight, significant road rage, an altercation of some kind. People walking out with trolleys worth of stuff and being chased. Wow, this is kind of scary. It's kind of like, I don't know, I feel like he's making me feel like the apocalypse is happening or something. Some significant and eyebrow-raising raising event of some kind where I just think in my head, what the F has happened to society? The other day, I saw someone cut off an ambulance with lights and sirens on. Nice. Wow. Who? Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, I can definitely relate to a lot of this, at least especially what I see on the news. Now, over here in the country of Indiana, and by that I mean like the countryside, I don't really go outside and see that many people, so I don't see that much crazy stuff. But it's good to know. It's good to have you people on the inside giving me tips. Although this is about Down Under, of course. IMO 2020 to 2021 left a far more lasting effect than anyone realizes. It's very interesting, and it's one of those things that's impossible to even measure. I mean, you can certainly look at different metrics and stuff. It'll be interesting to see how children who, first started attending school during that period, how they stack up in the future. Hopefully it all turns out fine. Heck, maybe virtual school ended up being more effective. And wearing a mask and stuff, maybe that made them turn out to be excellent socializers. I don't know. Maybe nothing. It'll be interesting to see, but yeah, that is a theory, isn't it? This and the general idea that we are no longer a society, just a group of folks living together in the same city trying to win no matter what. That's definitely a long-term trend I've seen and felt with the advent of the internet and smartphones, and as technology goes further and further. And now you got people walking around with Apple Vision. They're not even looking at you. They're not even looking at the world. They're looking at a screen. Yeah. We're losing touch with reality, folks. Just a little bit. Slowly. And definitely losing touch with society, aren't we? We don't really live. You don't go knock on your neighbor's door for a cup of sugar, do you? You just tap on your phone to order the DoorDash to bring you a bag of sugar, and you make sure they leave it on your porch and watch them through the window. Make sure they leave before you open the door and grab your sugar like a vampire afraid of the light. University students call for an end to mandatory unpaid work placements, sharing their stories of placement poverty and being exploited. Yeah, I'd say that's exactly what's happening if you're not being paid and you're working. It's known as placement poverty. And yes, if you're working and not being paid, you're definitely going to experience some poverty unless you have, or you're taking out loans. Or maybe you just have parents that are giving you a bunch of money. I don't know. But yeah, you're probably not going to be doing too well if you're not being paid. And it's exploiting a generation of Australian students. I mean, yeah, okay. This happens here in America too. There's certain occupations where, like in the medical field and stuff, where you'll go and you'll have to shadow and do some stuff as a student in a hospital and you're not being paid. Now, of course, should you be being paid if you're not being productive? Who's going to pay you? Maybe if you sign a contract with the hospital that, yeah, like you're basically being trained and so they'll invest in you, but why would they pay you if you're not being productive? It's an interesting problem. Like thousands of other nursing students. Oh, see? Okay, nursing. Victoria Robinson needs to complete more than 800 hours of unpaid work placements to graduate. And while the experience is valuable, the third-year student says juggling months of 12-hour shifts at a hospital along with the work that pays her bills is difficult. Yeah, I imagine. Young people are being told that they have to choose between their education and being able to live, between going to placement just to pass the course and being able to afford groceries that week. 12 hours is ridiculous, you know? If it was like 2 hours or something that you could consider similar to like a college course, or like, if you're training to be a scientist, you need hours in the lab, you'll go to lab for 3 hours or something. That would make sense. 12 hours, that's pretty crazy. How are you supposed to do that and then also work a job? Interesting. My grand's local magpie has figured out the dog door. I want to see a video. And that's a beautiful... It's evident that the magpie has entered and has arrived. It is in the house. But I want to see a video of this happening. That would be kind of scary to have a magpie in the house. You'd start negotiating with them immediately. Like, what do you want? Please don't hurt me. Sam Kerr has been named Australian of the Year after revelations she spewed in a taxi and swore at a cop. Who's choosing this award? Matilda's captain Sam Kerr has been honored for her unique contribution to Australian culture after she got shit-faced. Okay, wow. That's incredible. Congrats to Sam Kerr on her amazing accomplishments this year. Virgin Australia has plans to become the country's first airline to allow pets to ride on board. Small cats and dogs. I think that's probably a horrible idea, but I think it would be extremely entertaining if you're not the pet owner. Very interesting, though. Who's paying the medical bills for the scratches on the passengers next to the cat on the plane? I guess it has to be in one of those little boxes. Which, if you thought riding next to a baby on a plane was bad, just wait till you ride next to a cat in one of those boxes. I can't even imagine. I'm not even going to read this headline, but I'm just going to say, this makes me think maybe that one guy had a point about, society on a downtrend. This is crazy. Did I hit the jackpot and should I eat it? What am I looking at? A rock with potato chips? I don't know. What's your definition of the jackpot? You must have pretty low standards, no offense. I don't know what this is. Maybe this is, I don't know, like the Sorcerer's Stone or something? What is this thing? Found this nugget in a packet of rice crackers. Heat it up and have it for dinner? Or feed it to the dog? I think you're not allowed to feed it to your dog unless you try it first. Crumble it up a bit and put it in a rock salt grinder. There you go. That's genius. Wow. You could sell that for millions. I'm not familiar with these rice cracker things. I mean, I'm sure they're good. We have rice patties over here that are kind of like, they look like popcorn and rice, and they're like a patty. That's not what this is, though. Tips on an online order. Really, Australia? Are we doing this? Think twice. Think twice before you head down this path, guys. I mean, this is pretty insane. I think it's time you take a stand. You know what? I'm taking a stand for you right now. It's too far. This is too much. We will not stand for this. Or no, I mean, we'll take a stand against it. I don't know. Should I be standing? This is ridiculous. Even here in America. An online order for a freaking pharmacy? A pharmacy. You're ordering drugs and they want a tip. And it's an online order. Basically just flat out insult. Insulting your intelligence and wasting your time. Absolutely not. No, I'm not tipping the robot to whatever this is that's fulfilling my, the pharmacist making 200 grand a year. Nothing against pharmacists. Just what the hell is this? Cutpricepharmacy.com. Wow. Why would you go here to save? It says cut the price of your medications. Why would you do that if then why would you tip after you cut the price? You work hard to cut the price down. Now you're going to tip $6 to bring it back up? What are they thinking? Wow, that's egregious. Never tip in Australia when asked. Ooh. Never tip when asked. I kind of like that. And tip them when they don't ask. Should we just collectively start leaving bad reviews on businesses that do this? Yeah, that would help. Yeah, this guy says, yeah. That would get it done. LOL, and who exactly are we tipping for their good service in an online transaction? It's insane. It's insane. And not to even mention, this is before they haven't even done anything for you yet. They haven't sent your drugs to the door, for all you know, it's going to be late. It's going to be the wrong thing. You don't know. So what are you tipping for? In any world, why would you tip? Okay, that was long enough rant about that. And much to the chagrin of Palm Cove, Australia beachgoers, Palm Cove, Australia beach was rated the world's best beach by the Spectator Index, whoever that is. Your nice, relaxing day at the beach just got a little bit more crowded, potentially. I don't know who are these people, the Spectator Index. That's pretty cool, though. Hey, congratulations. I grew up in FNQ, and I just cannot believe Palm Cove even makes the list. Oh, this took a turn. Sure, the beach looks nice, and the area is kind of nice, but the sand is like sandpaper. Yeah, I guess sand is like sandpaper. And when the water isn't brown, it's too dangerous to swim in. The sand is like sandpaper. That's interesting. Is there like soft sand? I don't go to the beach very much, folks. There's no beach in Indiana. Sounds like they were paid off by Big Palm to get a mention. That's true. You really can't trust these lists. They're all paid off. This is a nonsense list for sure. There you go. It's fake. Fake news. I just saw a different one of these signs yesterday in those pictures. Caution, magpie lurks in this area. Oh, this one's even better. May swoop from above or below. They can come out from below, from within the ground. They burrow and wait. Protect yourself by being alert to their presence. Raising an umbrella, stick arm over your head. Wearing a hat, bike helmet, glasses. I don't know. I've seen videos. They seem to love the bike helmets. If cycling, get off bike. It's inconvenient. And look, this guy took the advice right here on the right. He's off his bike. Do not throw anything at magpie, lark. It may attack more vigorously. Ooh, damn, that's crazy. Get into grunge with Kmart. Whatever that means. That's where all the grungiest people you know shop. Kmart. Does grunge mean something else in Australia? Like, I barely even know what it means here. I know grunge art and, like, I guess grunge music. What does that have to do with Scrubs? Is it, wait, is that not Scrubs? I don't know what I'm looking at. And in the comments, I was laughing because people were saying Kmart's the only place where stuff has got cheaper. I don't know when this ad is from, but, you know, a shirt for $20? That's not a deal. Compared to, I mean, for just a plain shirt, you can find that for like $10 now. Whoa. This week is over, folks. Have a great weekend. I'll see you guys Monday? Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. I'll see you Tuesday. Bye.